Ladies and gentlemen, with billions of dollars being raised, with PulseX user interface pretty much being done, with Pulse Chain pretty much already being done, and the majority of the work needed for this ecosystem to go live almost complete, folks, I want to make this video to make sure you guys are ready to capitalize on what's very likely to be the world's single greatest investment opportunity for the next several years to come. I'm going to let you know exactly what steps I'm taking to prepare for the upcoming 2x on Pulse Chain, where all of your ERC20s and NFTs, if you're holding them in a particular way, can and will be copied onto the Pulse Chain, what I plan to do with those copied coins, my strategy for this ecosystem going forward, and how I plan on becoming very much going from not rich to very much so rich, and sharing the process along the way. And folks, it's the video for you. Like and subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. And without further ado, let's dive into it. You know, guys, I don't hear a lot of people putting it this way, but it's truly the case that I think Pulse Chain is likely to be the last of the great traditional investments in crypto. And what do I mean by that? I mean, folks, if we look at, the kind of last 5 years of progress we've seen in the cryptocurrency space, many of the major players that we see today have basically been Ethereum competitors, with Bitcoin introducing to the world the idea of what blockchain technology can offer, and with Ethereum expanding on the utility of what blockchain technology can offer, both the developers of Ethereum with Ethereum 2.0 and its competitors have both been trying to optimize and grow the utility of blockchain technology. And so that's why we've seen Cardano, Solana, Terra Luna, Polkadot, Avalanche. I mean, who else? I mean, Zilliq, I'm pretty sure did good. Chronos, Polygon, Cosmos, all Algorand, you're there too, man. Hedera, folks. The reason, Phantom, you're there too, man. Even Tezos. The reason why we've seen all those cryptocurrencies do very good over the last couple of years, at their very least appreciating value at some point, is because Ethereum, the cryptocurrency in which currently the most amount of dApps and developers are building on, has some problems, which all of its competitors are trying to solve in different ways. But with all of these different competitors, with interoperability, with bridging, and different scaling solutions, I bet you that Pulse Chain is likely to be among the last of those great competitors to Ethereum. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would have gotten in on the ground floor day one of Cardano, Solana, Terra Luna, Polkadot, Avalanche, you would have done amazing. Even a couple $100, couple $1,000 could very well made you a millionaire with at least some of these investments. And I believe a very similar case is possible with Pulse Chain. So that's why I want to make this video. Without further ado, I want to tell you guys what I'm doing to prepare for the launch and the fork of Pulse Chain, because if you were not aware, by the way, I'm thinking I want to get either a Cohiba or Romeo and Juliet for the launch of Pulse Chain. Light one up with y'all live when this thing goes live, because I mean, hell, with the amount of waiting we've had to do, I kind of like the idea of celebrating with y'all once this thing comes out. But regardless, for those uninitiated, there will be, before Pulse Chain goes live, a fork where every single ERC20 and NFT existing out there on the Ethereum ecosystem will be copied and plopped onto the Pulse Chain. That means all your Tether, USDC stablecoins, all that good stuff. And folks, not financial advice, but I frankly think it is an amazing idea to dump all those copies you get on the Pulse Chain. Not financial advice. I'll speak as to what I'm doing. I will be dumping all my copies I receive on the Pulse Chain to buy more Pulse Chain. Now, if you want to get that 2x, if you want to get a copy of your Ethereum coins onto the Pulse Chain, it's very simple. You need to hold your cryptocurrencies on a wallet you have the private keys to. That means a MetaMask, that means an Exodus, that means not on exchange, your Ledger, your Trezor. So if you have some Shiba, if you have some Chainlink, if you have some stable coins that you want copied onto the Pulse Chain in order to buy more Pulse Chain, the next major Ethereum competitor, then I suggest you don't hold them on an exchange. Because folks, testnet version 2B is out. In my opinion, we're very likely to see Pulse Chain come out within the next few months here. So there will be a snapshot date at some point. And so if you want your copied coins to participate into the Pulse Chain, you want to not have them on an exchange. Additionally, unless you really like some cryptocurrencies that aren't ERC20s, I think for the next couple months, folks, it is an interesting idea to debate whether or not it makes sense to trade your Solana, your Elrond, your non-ERC20s into an ERC20, either USDC, Hex, something like that, specifically for the snapshot. Now, guys, I'm framing this in a way where I'm not telling you what to do, so none of y'all get excited and try to sue me. But basically, folks, unless you think your favorite non-ERC20 coin, Cardano, Solana, Terra Luna, Polkadot, Avalanche, will more than 2x within the coming months, then I really think it makes sense to consider swapping, at least for myself, if I were holding any of these coins for an ERC20, USDC, Chainlink, Hex, something like that, specifically in order to exploit the Pulse Chain fork date, which we do not know for sure when it will happen. We don't know if Richard Hart, the founder of Pulse Chain, founder of Hex, has made some rumblings that he would give some people some heads up, but that's totally speculative. We don't know if he will. We don't know if he'll give us 24 hours warning. It'll be like a 12-hour period. We have no idea. Now, as more news comes out, we will let you guys know. So make sure you like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to find out new uploads. But frankly, I don't want to wait. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity, so I want to make sure that I'm well positioned by making sure I have ERC20s in a wallet I have the private keys to, and basically moving all my non-ERC20s into our ERC24 form for at the very least the next quarter to make sure I get in that snapshot. Because it's not just that you'll get a 2x, folks. It's just that the coins on the other side you can use to buy Pulse Chain, which will likely appreciate thousands of times in value in the coming many years. What I'm trying to get across here is that I think there is tremendous opportunity cost for hanging on to your non-ERC20s. Like, folks, if you're hanging on to Cardano, Solana, Terra Luna, Polkadot, Avalanche, all these non-ERC20s, and if you miss out on the fork, again, not only are you just missing out on that copy, but you're missing out on being able to sell that copy for Pulse Chain, which is likely to appreciate hundreds of times, thousands of times in value in the coming many years. So that's why I'm making this video, folks. I really want to ring the alarm bells and get you guys prepared for the fork day and understand the opportunity cost that you are missing out on if you don't take some steps to prepare for the Pulse Chain snapshot. Now, as to what cryptocurrencies I will be holding for the snapshot, I will be holding Hex, USDC, Hadron, somewhat in that order, for the Pulse Chain fork for the snapshot in order to accumulate more Pulse Chain. Now, why those cryptocurrencies specifically? Now, when Pulse Chain goes live, there is rumored to be a 2-day buffer period where people got airdrop coins, can buy and sell and trade and do whatever they want before the bridge from Ethereum to Pulse Chain is fully out and functioning. So there will be a 2-day period where the only people who can buy and sell and trade PulseX and Pulse Chain are people who either got into the sacrifice phase or participated in the snapshot airdrop. And so in those early days specifically, the most liquid pairs are likely to be Hex, USDC, maybe Hadron, but probably mostly Hex and USDC. Because when there's not a lot of liquidity in the beginning, folks, there's going to be a lot of slippage and likely a poor valuation in your forked over coins. So you really want to have something liquid that you could trade for Pulse Chain, that you could trade for PulseX, which is most likely going to be Hex and then USDC, especially in the early days. Now, additionally, folks, if you ever want to accumulate some more Pulse Chain, please check out freepulse.io. This website will make, I believe, a handful of people over the next many years millionaires with this free website that you can go to. Again, this is the beta version, not live yet, so you're just getting free TPLS, but you can basically click a button once an hour, every hour, and get free Pulse Chain once this thing is live. Folks, if you manage to accumulate $1,000 worth of Pulse Chain over the course of a year by clicking this button and does it 10,000x, well, you're a millionaire and you did it for free. So folks, like and subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads, because I want to make sure you guys are well positioned to capitalize on the next best investment opportunity in the world, that being Pulse Chain and PulseX, and offer you guys a free way to accumulate more of this cryptocurrency. So return me the favor by liking and subscribing, hitting that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Share the video as well. Become a VIP Discord member if you want to help us survive until Pulse Chains come out, because I have no money left. I've sacrificed all my money for these different sack phases. If you join our VIP Discord group, there's a link for that down in the description below. You get access to our Patreon. You'll get access to, among many things, my portfolio, what I'm buying and selling, my rationale. None of it's financial advice, but it is what I'm up to. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. And I'm just calling to let you know that I've drafted a response to our community. I was hoping we could perhaps address this behind the scenes before it really got out there, but given the communique we've been seeing on the socials, I had to do a bit of damage control and just tell them about the 3-step process. But I'm just calling to let you know that we need to accelerate our addressing this issue.
What issue?
You don't remember?
Not really.
It's look, man, we're starting to see in the comments, right? People are saying that my looks are distracting from the content. Like my good looks.
Yes.
And this is something I was worried about too, right? Sorry.
I feel like basically what they meant by that is you're taking up so much of the screen that they can't see the background, they can't see the what you're talking.
I think that's inaccurate. I think you're working on old information, but because we got a message here saying in the Discord saying, "Yo, aren't you that really handsome guy?" I have a hard time focusing during your streams because of your looks, by the way. Just an area for improvement, and frankly, this is something I've been doing all my life. It's hard because you put time and effort into something, and you want people to like you for your thoughts, but people all they can do is focus on the looks. It's so superficial.
It's just not for